Welcome to Rotorua, New Zealand, for the start of racing here at the opening round of the Enduro World Series for 2015. I'm here choking on this sulphur coming out the ground as the riders have been here early. There's a geyser going off behind the cameraman, spraying water everywhere. Some of the riders, the earliest ones, starting in the dark this morning, and now we've got the top riders about to leave and we're set for a heavy day's racing.
I had a perfect run going, got into the steeps, crashed, not a big deal, and my lever was done.
Wheel spinning in the mud pretty much, and awesome crowd up there though. Cool. Almost like the bottom of Shimano.
Yeah, it's not been easy yet. We're only just getting there in time, and it's going to be a long day, I think. So.
Tracy Mosley might be finding it hard work, but it's her and the other inaugural world champion Jerome Clements who claim the opening stage.
It's hard, man. Like, it kind of plays on your mind a little bit. Practice and look really strong.
And I have a hard time to find the right rhythm, but
yeah,
it's okay.
Leov takes stage 2 of his home event, while Chausson steps up the battle with Mosley and claims her first stage of the race.
Sometime in the wood it's super tough because it's all the same, but you can try to remember the hardest one.
Yeah. And so you got some good socks on.
Yeah, huh? New NZ socks. Yeah, I found that and thought it would be cool to wear it.
It wasn't easy to not crash here, so tried to stay smooth and to have a good pace.
It's an all-French affair on stage 3, and you can see Burrell and Clements, there's barely anything between them, with Nico Voulios just behind, while Chausson, the Frenchwoman, racks up another in the women's.
C'est chaud. C'est chaud.
I don't know, just sort of trying to have a consistent day now and not lose any more time. So the last two were actually pretty good.
Clements is starting to look on a roll and returning to his unstoppable form, while Tracy Mosley gets one back on Chausson to make it 2 apiece. After stage 4, it's the feed and tech zone. Riders get their first opportunity to mend their broken bikes and fuel their tiring bodies.
You're too good to me.
What are you getting here?
This lady's got a hellish set of plums on her, so I'm really making the most of it while they're there.
Trails are pretty dry, pretty grippy, still a lot of wet routes, but you know, it's fun to be back racing again.
Yeah, on every stage, like I'm starting behind Fab and Jay, I can look like we are every 30 seconds. So it gives an idea, so except the first one where I lose a lot on SRAM, 15. After, every time he beat me from 1, 2 or 3 seconds.
But beat in front of him every time, so it's always good when you're a bit in front of a legend like Nico. But I'm happy with the way I ride and no crash, keep the flow and ride smart.
I can pedal up, I can ride down fast, but that's tough. It's really tough. Really too tough.
I'm not very happy about my stage because I catch Anneke with a part of roots, and she crash behind me. I lose maybe, I don't know, 5 seconds, and I do many mistakes.
Crashed trying to get high on the roots. I hit my head and then jumped back on. And then I hooked my foot going off a drop. Went over the bars off the drop and landed on my head again. The second one was worse.
Stage 5 deals a cruel blow to Dan Atherton, who was looking good in the top 10 overall, but has to pull out after this stage with injury. Fabian Burrell coming back strong, taking his first stage win of the race.
Pretty safe during the first stages, no crash. I was not fast, like not a fast feeling, but flowy and easy.
Florian Nicolai steps it up, looking devastatingly fast on track to take his first stage win of the day, whilst Martin Mays, who hasn't even been inside the top 15, takes second place. Chausson once again striding ahead.
I am having a blast with a beat, I am ripping it. Old school with some new heat like my timber. And you can find me on the streets of London, entering or in studios, getting in or at the apple tripping, man. They say love goes through the stomach, so I wanna give a shout out to my girl Chicken Dish. I'm a monster with the beats, ask them youngins in the streets, $50, I bet all of them agree with me. I'm a yes man, tell the rapper no. Why you wanna kiss my it is better if you go. I was looking damn fly, man, before I had some dough, but most look like fashion victims selling yo. After foot in the door, I wanna leg in. Yeah, my jeans skin in, but why y'all wearing leggings? Flow so sick, I don't need a track in. I am ahead, I make the snapback match it. Whatever, right?
Jerome Clements knows exactly what's needed of him on this final stage, so doesn't push it too much, leaving the door open for the downhillers to dominate. Sam Hill, World Cup downhill legend, taking this one. Jerome Clements has done everything right today, returning to his scintillating form after disappointing 2014 out with injury. Fabian Burrell, bang on there in second, showing he's returning to his peak as well. Win Masters, the wild downhiller from New Zealand, looking brilliant in third place. Chousson had a good battle with Tracy Mosley at the start of the day, but it was the French woman who carried it on until the finish and won by 14 seconds. I understand you didn't know any of the results until the end. It must have come as a nice surprise.
Yeah, it was a surprise. I made some mistake. I had some good runs. It was a long day and a tough day.
Yeah, after a day like this, when it's just one day racing, does it feel that much harder?
I like one day racing. I don't like to wake up for 2 days or 3 days. I prefer one day, one shot. It was a long day, but it's done, and now we can party. It's good.
I just had fun out there riding with Brooke and Blinky all day. We had the good tunes playing and just having a good time, you know.
Yeah, it's a good vibe you're creating. You think that's part of it?
Definitely. It got harder from about stage 3 and 4 onwards. People start yelling, "You're coming second, keep going," and I'm like, I don't need to know, I just want to ride, you know.
Well, you showed us a great comeback at finale last year. Yep. Great way to start the season again.
Well, for sure, to be honest, there was no way I would have expected this type of result. I was just saying I don't think I have the speed going with the place, but I've just been solid and consistent, especially towards the end of the day. And I've been attacking on the DH stage on 6 and 7 to make sure I could make up some times out there. And I was expecting a top 10, getting a second plane just behind Jay and on the front of all the locals is definitely unexpected and a huge satisfaction for me, for sure.
Jerome, you said all day you didn't want to know your position. Did you suspect you were going that well?
I was suspecting because everybody was smiling, saying, good job today. And so I didn't want to know because all the stages were tricky. And like the one in the forests, you had to keep quiet and make sure you're not too excited.
And we were just joking that you're back, and you said, well, it was fourth at finale, but it kind of is your back. It was a hard year last year.
Yeah, last year I had my surgery. I won Chile first. I had my surgery. Then I came back in finale. Good result, but not the top spot.
You got to feel really happy, man, leading the series as we go back to Europe for the next round.
Yeah, I'm happy to lead. I'm a bit sad because Jared is not here, but I hope he will be back and we can have a battle together again.